Well, this is awkward. Hey everyone, I'm Rod and Todd, a professional YouTuber who makes professional videos, and this is a review of Transformers Legacy Evolution Needlenose. Yeah, so Needlenose has been one of those characters who's been getting shafted so many times. During Siege, he was part of the fan poll for what 2-pack of figures would get new toys, where he would be matched up against Trax. Impactor Mirage won that one. And then in Earthrise, he was in another fan poll. Runamuck won that one. And so Needlenose has been kind of shafted. And it's taken like 5 years since Siege or whatever, but he finally got himself a new toy. Was it worth it? Let's find out. So Needlenose is one of those characters, just like with Point Blank and Crankcase, one of those characters who like really hasn't gotten any real toys since the original release in the 80s. So I just want to say, about time, especially considering his prominence in the IDW comics. So Needlenose transforms into a fighter jet, and we haven't really gotten a deluxe class jet transformer in a long time. They've pretty much all been Voyagers. So it's kind of an interesting return to form. It's a very solid jet mode. Doesn't really bend anywhere. The wings do that annoying thing that a lot of Transformers jets do, where they just kind of do this. And for whatever reason, his tail fin is removable. I don't really know why. It doesn't have any flip-out landing gear, which is unfortunate. However, it is a very, very clean underside to the jets. You can see his hands right there, but like the rest of him isn't really hanging out anywhere. I'd say this is a more solid jet mode than Earthrise Starscream, and I really like the jet mode on Earthrise Starscream, despite what some people say about it. However, this one doesn't have a big gaping hole in the bottom where the jet cockpit goes in robot mode. But yes, it is very, very solid. It has some very nice paint on the wings, which has a really nice shine to it, as you can see there, reflecting in the light. With the Decepticon symbols on the wing, always awesome. His two target master partners can be attached to him in this mode. You can hang them out under the wings, like so. You just have that going on, and I believe the instructions said you can do this. You're supposed to be able to, I don't know if I'm doing this right, move the whole front of the jet mode up, I think. I don't know, I think you're supposed to be able to mount it back here, but you know what, I have no idea how to do that, so whatever. It's in the instructions though, so if you get your hands on a Needlenose, there you go. I believe you're supposed to be able to mount both guns on the bottom, or on the back here is like this big jet booster thing. But anyway, Needlenose's jet mode, very, very nice. I love the gray and the blue and even the purple accents on it. It's very nice. The red cockpit's really cool, and the paint on the wings is just stellar. This is actually a very good jet mode. So, now, I mean, if I can get his feet to peg back in. Not transforming you yet. There we go. And it just really comes together in a very, very good way, I guess. So, that being said, his jet mode's already awesome, so let's get this thing into the robot mode. So what you're going to want to do is start by unpegging these purple pieces from the back. These will then move out like that on the feet, and then swing all the way out to form the legs. Rotate the thighs around. Undo these as to form the arms. This entire backpack assembly hinges down and pegs back into place. Jet cockpit swings up, pegs right there. Unpeg the chest, rotate the arms down, flip out the head, and flip that piece down, then close it all back up. Get the arms to align, then close it all back up. Rotate the arms, and you can get the jet cockpit to stay in place. There you go. That is a very simple and easy transformation, and I love it. It's very straightforward. The guns, of course, Needlenose is a target master, so that means his guns also transform. Just flip down the gun barrels, stand them up, and there you go. So here's Needlenose in his robot mode, along with his target master partners Sunbeam and Zigzag. I forgot which one was which, so yeah. But anyway, let's talk articulation for Needlenose first. So he has a ball joint at the head to move his head left and right, and up and down. Universal joint at the shoulders can move his arm out, and you can fold the wings back to allow it to go all the way around. Bend at the elbow, very deep bend at the elbow. Swivel at the bicep. He has a wrist swivel, which, you know, one of my pet peeves is when Transformers figures don't have wrist swivels. And out of all the figures to have a wrist swivel, it's Needlenose. I love how they're able to actually make it to where he has the space for a wrist swivel because of the transformation instead of just having his hand collapse into the arm. That's really nice. He has a waist swivel, which is very, very stiff on mine. I don't know if that's a universal problem, but yeah, it's something to look out for. Universal joint at the hips, you can move his leg out, forward, and back a bit. Again, you can kind of play around with the wing a bit, do what you want there. Swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee. Kind of backwards movement on the foot there as part of the transformation, and swivel at the ankle there too. And there you go. So Needlenose has the full suite of articulation, which is very, very nice. Now onto his Target Master's articulation. Alright, there is none. So yes, continuing the trend we saw last year with Peacemaker, who came with Point Blank. They basically just took the original Target Master toys, updated them slightly with slightly better sculpting, and called it a day. So compared to the Battle Masters and Siege and whatever, no arm joints, no leg joints. Peacemaker, at least you can kind of do this, but see, these guys, they don't got nothing. It's really disappointing. However, I mean, these are basically glorified accessories, right? But they do have very nice sculpting. We'll give it that. Get Needlenose out of the way so I can focus on them. I keep forgetting which one is which, but you got one of them Sunbeam and one of them Zigzag, I believe. So you got the black and yellow one. Got some very nice armor details on there. Really like the glossy black finish. That's very nice. See that reflecting in the light. Very nice. The white paint on the face is pretty cool. And the purple, red, and white one. This guy's probably my favorite out of the two. Because he has a gun. He has his arms sculpted with a gun, even though I can't really use it. Again, very nice paint on him. I like the red, the white, purple. I love purple. It's my favorite color. So, I mean, like, these guys are basically just glorified accessories, and obviously I would prefer it if they had, like, articulation that was more on par with the Siege Battle Masters, but honestly, I feel like the Target Masters throughout the years have been so shafted that I'll take what I can get. They can, of course, transform, as already previously stated, by just flipping the gun barrels out from their backs. And they are basically Needlenose's accessories. They got pegs on them, and you just put them in his hand and go to town. There we go. And in the opener, you saw the little Titan Master. You can pop in Horri-Bull from IDW. This is the only modern toy he's gotten. And, okay. Ironically enough, it's a reversal of the position they were in IDW, because, or at least Horri-Bull, because in IDW, Horri-Bull lost his head, and in this situation, Horri-Bull is just the head. I'm sorry. But, yeah. Oh, yes, and of course, as part of this new Evo Fusion gimmick, which is really not much of a gimmick, you can pop one gun on top of the other. Make this kind of big double-barreled gun. And his joints are relatively stiff, so he can hold it, which is nice. His arms don't droop. That's very impressive. This is just like the original toy, how the two Target Master partners could combine with each other. Uh, but yeah, I really, really like Needlenose. He is a very solid figure. Very solid in both modes. Great transformation. Articulation is fantastic. Accessories are a little disappointing. But I mean, hey, I'm just glad we got a good modern toy of one of the Target Master figures that comes with the Target Master partners and isn't a retool of any existing figure, you know. And hey, we got two of them now, so I would really like it if we got a full set of G1 Target Masters in the future, but I kind of doubt that. But yeah, Needlenose, I'm gonna give my final rating. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Positives are solid jet mode, solid robot mode, fantastic transformation, great articulation. Overall, just looks really great. Negatives are lackluster accessories and unfortunate cockpit placement in robot mode. But, that's neither here nor there. So, I'd say Needlenose is definitely a highlight out of Legacy Evolution's first wave, and I cannot wait to see what some of the other figures, especially the Voyager class ones, have in store once I find them somewhere. So, that being said, that's been my review of Legacy Evolution Needlenose. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, like, subscribe, anything to get the algorithm going is greatly appreciated. And thank you for watching, and this has been Rod and Todd signing off.